Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're all having a really great day today. Today, I'm gonna show you some stuff and we're gonna add some little shrimp to that tank right there. That is the world's smallest tank. If you haven't checked out that video, you can go check it out right up there. But this small tank looks like it's alright. We're missing some plants, and that's because the plants that used to be in there all died because I went away for a month and I didn't leave the lights on, so of course they naturally die because plants need lights. But I have a few clippings of this little plant. I think this is called Hydrocotyl tiparita. I'm not so sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is from one of my terrariums that I recently set up. If you want to see some pictures of that, you can check out my Instagram. But I'll be making a video on that terrarium soon in the future, and you'll be able to check it out. But what we're going to do is take some of this and plant it in here, and then later we'll go and get some shrimp for that tank and see how they do. But I want to show you around this room a little bit. This is an empty room that no one is really using right now, so I'm thinking that maybe I can make this into like a little fish room. Sorry, the lighting is a little bit poor, but yeah, maybe this can be a little fish room and like an office work area. This is where I'll edit my videos and charge all my laptops and stuff like that. And then I can have like a tank over there, maybe 2 or 3 feet. That wall is 3 feet long, so I could have a 3-foot tank there, but I'd rather have a 2-foot, and maybe one over here. And then I can have like my little terrarium. I can bring that down and put it over here with this little tank here. I'm not so sure. Everything will go slow. We gotta take things slow first. But yeah, of course I'm gonna have to clean this room up a little bit because there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that isn't being used, like this bed. There's this little floor chair. It folds into a chair, but no one uses that, and a mirror there and some stuff. But yeah, we'll sort things out and maybe we can do a little fish room in here. First things first, let's start by planting that plant into the little tank. There it is, right there. Definitely not the best looking thing. You can see it's just a few rocks and a few plants that I just placed in there. And I'm hoping that the plants will do well. If you guys have any experiences growing immersed grown plants submerged underwater, let me know in the comments down below, as this is my first time. I hope these plants will do well and grow for me, but I'm not so sure. If they don't do well though, we can of course add more plants in the future. And check this out right here. This is a mini drawer that you guys were just sitting on. I use this as a little tripod. But one more thing I wanted to mention is that in the future, I do want to make this tank look better. Right now, it's nothing special, you know, it's just a tank with some rocks and some plants. But I know we can be more creative with this kind of setup and make it look amazing. So in the future, I hope to try that out and see how it goes. But let's go and get the shrimp, and then we'll add them in that tank. Hold on, just before we go and get the shrimp, there's one more thing I wanted to show you, and that's the little rice fish pond. They're all doing really well. I just sprinkled in some food, but they're all still hiding. I just scared them off. And also in the winter, it's quite cold out here in Japan right now. They tend to go to the bottom. They're probably all hiding under this. Oh yeah, there they are. There, you can see one white one. And then there's a few down there. Kind of hard to see, but they're all in there for sure. But yeah, a lot of you guys were wondering how they are like to care for, and they're really easy. You just leave them like this. They don't need a heater. They can live out here in the winter in the cold temperatures. Under 10 degrees they'll be okay. But I do recommend you put a cover on this, like a glass lid or an acrylic lid, so that it keeps the cold air out. That'll be even better, but if you can't, it's still okay like that. And one more thing is, in this room right here, this is kind of like a garage, a storeroom. I'm thinking in the future we can make a fish room here and have some amazing tanks, some huge tanks. You can see my uncle has some Volkswagen parts out there. Kind of weird. And then we have some stuff that we need to throw away. In Japan, it's kind of weird. When you want to throw away stuff, you can't do it like on that day. Sometimes you have to wait for the right day to throw stuff out, so it's kind of inconvenient that way. But I'm really thinking that if we get this place cleaned out, we can make a really nice fish room here, have some big tanks, maybe even go marine. I'm not so sure yet, and some planted tanks, of course, because that's one of my favorites. But yeah, that's something to think about in the future. Let's see how it goes. And this stepping stone is doing well. As you can see, there are some weeds growing, but that's totally alright. You just pluck them out. But even with the weeds, it'll make things look more natural, so that's what I like. Hey guys, I'm here at Kama Home Center in the fish section, and I found some of these really nice shrimp. They're cherry shrimp in this tank, and I think I'm gonna get some of these. You can see there's some just sitting on the scuba diver right here. And then there's some really nice red ones over there. Trying to focus on them, that's kind of hard. There's a really nice carpet in this tank. But yeah, here you can see some of the cherry shrimp. And there's even a rice fish in there. But I'll show you some of the fish that they have here. This whole rice fish section, these are all called medaka in Japanese, and look, there's some like yellowish gold ones here. In this tank you have a silver color type, and I love the shape of the tail that these guys have. Gotta set up a few rice fish tanks in the future. Over here you have like one black phantom and one red phantom tetra. And below you have a whole bunch more of these white clouds. These are the white ones. Oh no, these are the blue ones. They have little blue eyes, as you can see there. And then next to that, there's the red ones. And these, I love the colors of the red ones. Looks really nice. Yeah, but that's the whole rice fish section here. There's another side over there. Here you have some plants, and then a whole bunch of fish here. Look at these mollies. Really nice looking mollies. And then here there's some reptiles, like there's turtles and... What's this? Oh, is that a bearded dragon? Look at him, he's just looking outside. Leaning against the glass. Really nice. There's another one, just basking under the lamp, sticking his hand in the water bowl. I love how that bowl is like also a cave, so something can go in there, and pretty unique. And here there's a few more plants, and then some more rice fish. These are the white ones. You can see they look very similar to the blue ones. It's just that the blue ones have blue color eyes, but the color is almost identical. And up here you have a few more red ones. And I'm not so sure what this is. It looks like you can see the shape is a little bit different with these guys. Check this out right here. There's a little crystal red shrimp tank, and you can see a whole bunch of them. I love the colors on these. The red and white looks amazing. I was thinking of getting some of these, but I'm not going to risk it this time. They're a little bit harder to care for, so we're just going to stick with the hardy cherry shrimp. And then here there's a little tetra tank, a green neon tetra tank. And I think I saw some albinos in there. Yeah, in the back right there. You can see an albino neon tetra, so that's really cool. So I'm going to get some of those red cherry shrimp. Right there. We got the shrimp. Let's bring this back home. Alright, I've made it back home with the little shrimp. Let's go ahead and acclimate this into the little tank, and then we'll add them in there. That is really cool. Did you guys just see that? I just put some fish flakes in there, and they're already going for it. It's only been like 5 minutes. So I'm really happy about this. They're all eating, they're all doing well. You can see some of them are still swimming around. I know a lot of you wanted me to put some shrimp in here, and I did. And I kind of like it. I would like to have it this way, but I don't think the shrimp will be happy in such a small little tank, so I'm gonna move them out of here. I'm gonna move them into my little rice fish pond, and hopefully they can do some cleaning around the edges, clean up some of the algae in there, and yeah, that should be alright. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you're new to this channel so that you don't miss these videos. There's so many more things to come. We're just getting started, and I'll see you next time.